Heyo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. It's Friday again. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're ready to have a great trading day and the week in some green. How's everybody doing? What's up, Mr. Danity? Caleb, Turbo, Arnesis, Jack to the T's, Froggy, Eddie, Rohi, Coolio, Gaspar, PK Paco, Giovanni, Ariane, Miguel, Lavish, Thomas, Professor Puzzles, Tina, Timothy, SR Flip, good morning, Sven, Midnight, Julian, Riley, Dominic. Yeah, nice little uptrend here, pre-market. Pretty good. I don't really have much until, what, 4 hours supply, which we've tapped into twice. So, I'd say like overhead, this zone here between 580 and 600, be interesting to watch. Could be a good target for a long position. Wouldn't mind seeing a bid check in the morning here. 450, maybe down to 430s. Miguel, you're looking for a dip into the 470s. It's a little bit higher. I'm cool with that too. A nice little dip, a little buy opportunity, and then I can get long. Might be an earlier morning trade than usual. So we'll see what shakes out here, but yeah, I wouldn't mind catching along here. So we'll see how we open up. Hunter, what's up? Good morning. Moises? Xavier? What's up? Olivier? Frostbite? Shorts for me incoming, says Frostbite. Okay. Tom, what's up? He says, if you haven't seen the Discord, I highly recommend checking it out. Active had the most impressive trading I've seen in years yesterday. That's Joe, Active Trading Society. I think he was trying out Topstep on a practice account because he normally trades his real money account, and he posted nine scalps in silver, all profitable. It's very nice. Exclamation point Discord if you want to join for free. Yeah, it's better if pre-market was ranging because it expanded. It can make the session lethargic, but the day is so high quality, it should still deliver. Yeah, I don't like it when the nice move is in the overnight because I'm not trading it. So definitely can relate. But yeah, hopefully we still get some great price action, better than we've had lately. That'd be nice. I was also copper and NQ. Yeah, see, I didn't even catch all that. Yeah, Joe's a beast. So let's see, we got University of Michigan sentiment at top of the hour, 30 minutes. Stream looks good on my end, Coolio. My bit rate's good. Connection is excellent. So, I don't know. This time it might be on your end. All right, guys. Let's end the week strong here. Trade smart. Let's go. Definitely don't want to chase this. This is a nice little pump here off the open. No, 1 hour supply here on ES. So maybe we'll get a quick rejection here. Let's see. Maybe we're too strong for that. What's up, Neil? How you doing? Nice strong move here. So about a 46-point ripper. Chasing waterfalls today for Frostbite? Oh man. I don't really want to try to short this strength. What's up, Rolex? How you doing? I can't pass easy vows today. No, I can only get a little under halfway. Weird question. How do I tell a girl I'm dating that I'm into day trading without her thinking weirdly of me? Well, she's worth... if it's going to be a relationship that works out, she's going to need to know what you're into. So you might as well rip the Band-Aid off now. You know, there's just some people that do it in an irresponsible manner. See Wall Street Bets. And yeah, that'd be like a red flag if you're dating someone like that. But if you treat it like seriously, like any other dedicated pursuit that's really challenging, then it's fine. Grizz knows all about it. He's got some good advice. Naz pumping new highs here. Wow. Ripper, ripper. 4-hour supply overhead here. ES kind of slowing down here. Maybe we get a retracement. Let's see. So trade hour, how you doing? What's up, Eddie? Good morning. A lot of selling just hit the books there on ES. So far absorbed. Does look like it wants to move a little lower here, though. We got news at 9. Sentiment. Yeah, it was over 1,000 aggressive sell orders that hit the tape there on ES, right around 58.77. See if we can pop another leg higher here on NAS. I'm tempted to try it. I'm gonna go long here. We might have another. This will be a quicker scalp here, but we might have a bigger pullback in store though. Just gonna cut it quick instead of holding on to it. I'll get back in if necessary. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna open a Rhythmic. Sometimes that trade copy acts foolish. Should I give this more? I might give it a touch more room. I mean, I like it. Okay, Rhythmic is open. Nice. Maybe I'll hold this a little bit longer, just because we've tapped this 4-hour supply a few times. I might look for 600 instead. Or maybe we're just topping out here for the time being. I like this less now. I'll move my stop back up. What's up, Nelly? How you doing? Finger on the kill switch here. Probably doing rhythmic instead. All right, I'm gonna kill that trade. Got some movement where I wanted it, but it was upper wick there I don't really love, so we'll see. See what happens here. Are you with Topstep, bro? Yeah. I mean, it still looks good. Bullish consolidation here. It's just as Grizz mentioned, exhaustion. The volume's low again, as we've grown accustomed to. I don't love it. Yeah, dude. Topstep's been around way longer than Topstep X. Topstep X is a new platform they developed. I might try this again here. I mean, it's looking better. ES is still a little bit stagnant for the time being, but all right. I don't really love the entry. My other one was a lot better, but it's the entry I have, so let's see what we can get with it. That's the hard part, you know. I'm trying to be responsible, cut the trade if it's kind of underperforming, and I should have stayed into it. Nice push. New highs on NAS. Push. Looking for 600 here. May cut early. Here's supply. It's quite the 15-minute candle we got going on. It's gonna be a nice, strong candle there. Push up to 600. Oh, wow. Tick below my fill. How did I miss that? Man. Let's try again here. Get me. Do I ever trade in the after hours? Yeah. There it is. Nice little trade on the books. There's 600. Okay. Very nice. I'm glad I got back in. I do wish maybe I mean, it's hindsight talking, obviously. You know, if we did work below, I'd be like, oh, that was a good kill there. But, yeah. I think it's reasonable to take that off, too. So, it's fine. I'm glad I got back in on the strength. All right, yes, gonna rip. Naz as well. Naz up over 1% on the day. ES 0.6, so Naz is looking pretty good. Took everything off. Yeah, I just had one contract, so I can't scale out of that. So there's what do we get it to on ES? 88. Very nice. And Q going for previous week high watch 680, says Grizz. Previous week high. Here it is. Go ahead and mark it because Grizz has some good levels. What's up, Alan? Nice job, Miguel. Catch you later. Have a good weekend. BK trades got in during London full port. Nice. BK's getting all the Burger King he wants today. Sitting in along on my personal account on ES here. Trying to get better at reading order flow here with the heat map, so I'm just watch. If you're wondering why I'm craning my neck, I'm just watching it the other monitor. Here's the trade I'm sitting in here. Do you have news 10 minutes? Keep an eye out for him. He has currently this month's POC. Price could stall here for a while. Right on. I think we're getting a nice pop here soon. I'm a little tempted to grab this again, but I just don't like buying the highs like this. Today feels like big profits day. Well, you never know. So far, so good price action wise. It's Friday, so I feel like it's best to wrap up early on a Friday. It's best to finish trading as soon as possible. POC is point of control. It's the most volume transacted at that level for that range. So for the month in Tina's case. Are you in anything? I'm in long on my personal account here, but might kill it here soon. I don't know. I like staying in this because it still looks bullish. I'm trying to be patient here, but I already took a little scalp on NASDAQ. Please ask Topstep to unban Kenya from restricted countries. Oh, yeah, I don't really have that kind of sway with them. I'm sure there's like a reason. I'm sure it's like some sort of payment thing. There's got to be something bigger than even them, you know, with like one of their companies that they pay out with or something. So I'm sure it's just a greater problem than just simply unbanning a country. $5 and $15 are still looking really good. I mean, just really strong, but also maybe a touch overextended. Just been pump, pump, pump. Yes, nice bull flag. Do a bias bull. So what do you want, like this target first or this target first? One to the upside, one to the downside, or what? Like, do we hit 700 first or 500 first? Man, it's looking like 700. Bullish, bearish? I mean, how are you going to be bearish right now? We're breaking this range here. Just got to work through this garbage, and once you clear previous week high, ooh boy. I don't know if we're going to do much today, but if we could work into 700s, that'd be sweet. Do you guys like having like a right margin on your charts? Like sometimes charts come like right against the price axis. I like having space. Then I always like check. I'm like, dang, this like price is like right now in the middle of my chart, you know? I always like having like a nice right margin though. Just thinking out loud here. Yeah, same. Me too. All right, ES, let's pop higher here. Make me some money. Look, trading the combine's fun, and trading XFA is fun. But trading your own personal account when you make a bag is maybe the most fun. Because that is literal money. You can just move over to your checking account over the weekend or something. So it's nice when you, or in my case, Iron Beam will mail you a check because they're old school. But either way, it's really nice to take a couple trades and then take some money out. Like I can't imagine like my being in my early 20s and knowing that I'm just gonna click a few buttons and make like $400. Like that's nuts if you think about it. Click a few buttons, $400. Like man, in my early 20s, $400. That'll last me weeks. Iron Beam mails you a check? Yeah. No, that's not it. Somewhere around here is my check from Iron Beam. Oh yeah, this is it. Ugh. There's my check from Iron Beam. Just want to make sure there's no revealing information on there. But yeah, they mailed me a check. When was Futures made? Well, I mean, I think Futures started with Onion Futures back in the, way back, a long time ago. For farmers to help manage like a surplus of crops and I believe. I don't know about the actual like minis that we trade now. All right, nice grind higher here. Yeah, for farmers to hedge, yeah. Jim says tulip bulbs. Yeah, maybe in the States, I thought it was onions, but maybe it's just depends on the country or something. I don't know. We're digital farmers. Currently have 10 points on this ES trade. I used to have a really hard time grabbing a 10-point trade on ES. That used to be pretty tough. Oh, news about to hit, that's right. Buying is still pretty good. I wish I could scale out some and hold some for news. Here, I'll let you watch me manage this trade here. News in less than a minute. I'm up 10 points. You can also get a wire transfer partial, or they might just mail you a check still, even if you're over across the pond, as they say. I'll definitely move some into profit here, I guess. Maybe I kill this whole thing before news hits. I don't know. Ooh, there's a 1K lots hidden again. These orders have been a bit wild lately. Unable to move price lower, you know? So far, anyway. All right, 10 seconds. I'll tighten up here. I don't want to be crazy about it. There might be some slippage, so let's just pump it. Pump, 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 baby. Let's go. Very nice. Yeah. There we go. I don't have a real, I mean, my target's like way up there. I don't have a reasonable target in mind. I'm just gonna ride the wave until it stops looking good. This is one of my best. I haven't really traded ES very often, but for my personal account, it's a little bit. It's still like rather heavy for the size, but it just moves a little bit more manageable sometimes. I do want to see what candlesticks are looking like here. Okay. Yeah, taking profit looks pretty good here. Finger on the flatten button here. Ooh. Push, push, baby. Push, push. Still like my candlesticks. Like you look at the P&L ladder right here. It's $750 right now on one ES. It's pretty good. It's really good. Thanks, Tina. This is beautiful. 20 points. This is a heat map. All right. There, cutting the trade there. Super nice trade. Can you see the orders? Do they put orders on here? I guess it's just this line to that line. It was 78.5 to 95.75. So I'm pretty pleased with that. That's definitely one of the best ES trades I've taken in a very long time, just because I don't trade it very often. And, you know, again, that's on my personal account, so that's money in the bank, you know. I could just move that over this weekend. I could pay myself again. It's pretty sweet. Why'd I enter? I didn't really talk about it, but I entered around here. Let's see. Well, I can give you the actual time, actually. Yeah, I entered 8:35 candle. It was just pulling back nicely, and we were really strong, and so I think I wasn't really worried about this 1 hour supply zone. We can rip right through those, and NASDAQ was looking really good too, and the risk was good because I was just gonna cut it pretty quick if it didn't give me a pop. If it, you know, as long as it held like 74.5, so, and then the upsides, there's definitely some good upside potential. So, yeah. ES was showing you no reason to sell. You mean like while I was in the trade, or when I exited? Because at this point, I don't mind. Like it's a really good trade, and it could definitely retrace some. And I didn't really want to give back profit on my personal account. That's taking. I mean, that's like a. Let's see, what's the actual percentage? You know, it was a $5,000 account essentially, and so an $800 gain on like a $5,000 account is just wild. So just gotta kind of bag it when you get it. And again, I didn't really have a great target in mind. This next supply is at 5,900 maybe. I just talked about the entry for that tradey. It wasn't like a real, like an actual setup that I usually look for. I mean, it was just kind of a pullback on a strong open, and so I just went ahead and put risk on. There's like a lot of what I tend to struggle with is these kind of bullish trend days, or at least bullish runs from the open, where I feel like I can never get on, because I'm always feeling like I'm buying too high or it might pull back. And to me, this looked like the perfect little pause here. Sell volume was low relative to the buying volume, and you know, I was looking for a bullish little run. How often are you trading your personal? It just depends. Like, I haven't traded it that much lately because price action hasn't really been that great. So sometimes I'll open it up and I'll take trades on the combine, but if something's not really clean, then I won't trade my personal account. Time for a reversal? Yeah, maybe soon. That was the swept previous week high, like Grizz had mentioned. So I think we're either going to consolidate up here for a little bit and grind higher, or maybe we do get a reversal down to at least a pause in all this buying, maybe down to here. So let's see. But two good trades to start things off. I like it. Again, this week it's been every other day, you know, has been good. So Monday, awesome. Tuesday, not awesome. Wednesday, pretty good. Thursday, not awesome. Thursday was terrible. And today, so far, so good. World Series today. It's the Dodgers and the Yankees? Is it that right? Two Titans? Titans of industry? Is that who it is? World Series. Yeah, New York versus LA. That's fun. That's cool. What's up, Maul? Good morning. I'm definitely rooting for the Dodgers. I've been to two Major League games. One Dodgers game and one Cubs game that I went to a few weeks ago. I'm not a big baseball guy, but I definitely am. I prefer LA over New York as a city to live in. So I'll go for LA. See if we can break this uptrend and either, like I was saying, consolidate or work our way a little bit lower here for a minute. ES still looks like it wants to pop into the supply zone at 5,900. No longer trading NQ. I took NQ trades today. That was just one ES trade I took. Alrighty. We're cooking this morning. We're cooking. What about NBA? I'm trying to get back into the NBA. I was into it as a kid in the 90s. In the 90s, as a kid growing up in the US, how could you not be a basketball fan? It was all I cared about. And then I fell out of it as I, went to my teen years. I just cared about football. I played football in like 7th and 8th grade and on the team. I didn't make the basketball team, so I don't know. Football kind of won me over. And I stopped paying attention to basketball. Pretty much since Penny Hardaway retired. But I kind of want to get back into it. NBA is boring, I'll say. I don't know, man. I was watching it the other night, and I was... Honestly, as someone who... I wish I was good at basketball. Like, watching these people who are just so good at something is pretty fun. And NBA has changed so much since the 90s. Like, in the 90s, it was very positional. You rarely saw centers taking three-point shots, Like, it was like a big deal if a center shot a three-pointer, and they almost always missed. There's probably a few exceptions, but I mean, now everyone does everything, Everyone's shooting threes. It's so different. It's looking pretty good still. Looking pretty good. You into motorsports? No, not really. No, yeah, not really. I mean, the only thing, like, the thing that got most people into F1 around here is that Netflix series, Drive to Survive, and I like that series, but I don't really feel like I want to keep up with the sport, so I'll watch every season of that show, but I don't keep up with it. Why they call it the World Series, even though it's the national or the NA? That's what all of our leagues do. Like in football, you're the world champion if you win the Super Bowl. I mean, that's just because it's the most competitive. The best teams play in the NFL. The best players play in the NFL as opposed to other countries. That's probably why they do it. But it is kind of funny. Favorite sports video game growing up? It was actually, what was the name of it? I think it was Joe Montana on the cover of it. No, maybe it wasn't that one. Yeah, no, this is it. I think this was my favorite game growing up, if I'm remembering correctly. It was like Football 94 on Sega Genesis. Like that's how, I mean, I'm old, I guess, but it was a really fun game. I mean, it was probably, terrible compared to what people are used to now, but I mean, it was fun. And I think it was honestly, I think it was better than the Madden games back then. MotoGP version of Drive to Survive? I haven't seen it. Did you guys ever play, anyone else play Sega Genesis? You ever play Road Rash? Road Rash was so fun. You just like beat your competitors with a baseball bat. It was wild. It's funny, I booted up my Sega Genesis like maybe 5 years ago at like Thanksgiving or Christmas or something. And I had my uncle play Road Rash. He's never played a video game in his life. It was hilarious. Yeah. I did get a Dreamcast, Grizz. I see, the way I worked is I always got the video game systems like on eBay years after they were popular. So I played NES and then I went to Sega Genesis. I never had a Super Nintendo. I didn't get an N64 till high school when, like, you know, it was retro when I was in high school. But I bought one on eBay. But I went from NES to Genesis to PlayStation, and then I bought a Dreamcast for fun. Dreamcast was sick, actually. Crazy Taxi and all that. Dreamcast, Sonic, all the Sonic. Dreamcast was awesome. It's one of my favorite consoles. It's kind of ridiculous, but I mean, they did some cool stuff. But I'm always like, at a minimum, like 4 years behind on systems. Like I got an Xbox 360 in like 2007, after I'd been out for years. I bought a GameCube, like just on a whim, because it was on sale at like GameStop, and I had a half day from school, and it was probably all the money in my bank account, but it was like years after the GameCube had been out. Cool. Has anyone played Fight Night Champion? I don't know about Fight Night Champion. No, I never played Fight Night. I played like Fight Night Round. Was it Fight Night Round 3? Is that what it was called? Like the first Xbox 360 Fight Night. Dang, Grizz, that's nice. bought a GameCube to play Zelda. Yeah, see, since I never owned an N64 as a kid. I never really played Zelda as a kid, so I played through Zelda in college because all my friends were big Zelda fans. Like, dude, you never played Zelda? You gotta play Zelda. So I went through it in college. I mean, like I said, I got the N64 on eBay. Like, I think it was eBay when I was in high school, because I was like, man, I really missed out on the N64 stuff. So I bought it a little bit later than everybody. I think we're still bullish, and so longs are staying on the long side is a smart play. As far as entry, I would probably wait a while, personally. In fact, I have to step aside for a couple minutes, but I'll be back. So don't go anywhere. Hi guys, what's up? Sorry for my absence here. Got a nice pop higher, new highs on day, 90-minute supply on ES, and retesting previous week high level right now. I would think, I mean, we're getting a 1OP bearish cross. I'm thinking we might get a little bit more of a flush, or at least a retracement. Otherwise, it could be a, it could be just one of those close your eyes and pot kind of days. How many times do I have to tell you, when I step away, I'm not taking a deuce. I do that before the stream. I have a very regimented schedule. But sometimes I got other stuff going on that requires my attention that has nothing to do with the bathroom. Guys, it's very silly. Can't hear me? I'm unmuted. Again, we're getting like, I don't know if anyone else is watching the heat map. We're just getting like these like 1K sell orders just hitting. Look at these. We had some of these yesterday too. It's kind of interesting. They just kind of pop out of nowhere. But they're not getting anywhere, you know? We're not pushing down at all. So, I don't know. I'd be interested to see this 1OP bearish cross play out and then get long on the bullish cross, and who knows how long that would be, but we'll see. If it's just a grind higher kind of day, then buying pullbacks makes sense. Any education materials used before doing futures trading? No, I hopped right into futures trading, but then sticking with it, I definitely learned a lot from Carmine Rosado and Pete from One Option. Those are the two guys I always credit for teaching me a lot. And Carmine and Dylan. Dylan was very, very helpful too. Dylan is he's like he's the other admin in Carmine's Discord, and he trades in an actual prop firm on Wall Street. And when I started the combine, or started the challenge with Carmine last winter, he reached out and he's like, hey, let's just do like a one-on-one Zoom. He's like, I think I can really help you with some things. And he's super, super nice guy. Thanks, Stretch Mess, appreciate it. Molly, you're long from the low of bar 9 on the 5 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful, beautiful entry. Fundeds or live? These are the accounts you're looking right now are combine accounts, evaluations. One option as in the site. Yes, as in the site. One option or the YouTube channel. You listen to whatever Carmine says because he talks like he's in The Sopranos. Bada bing. Yeah, I learned supply and demand from Carmine as well. I mean, I had other people teach me about the, rally-based rally, rally-based drop, drop-based rally, drop-based drop. But it didn't really sink in until I watched Carmine teach it. Speaking of TV shows, have you seen the new Penguin show? I watched maybe like 5-10 minutes of it, and I didn't get, I heard it's good, but I just haven't really given it a shot yet. Do you watch a lot of TV? Yeah, I do watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of TV shows. Steve Austin or The Rock? No, I do not. I was not a wrestling fan growing up. Do not care about wrestling. Why are you not using footprint charts? I just didn't derive enough useful information out of it. I didn't read them well enough for them to be useful. Like I had them in front of me. On NASDAQ, I never really found a good range that was helpful to me. Getting back into the heat map again. But yeah, footprint. Yeah. I just footprint on NASDAQ, I feel like it's challenging. Name me one underrated TV show that people haven't heard of but is your fave. Dave. It's a Little Dicky's TV show. Dave is really good. A lot of people don't talk about it. The other two on Max. I mean, there's a bunch. Honestly, there's a bunch that people haven't heard of that I think are really good. If you want to go way back, you want to go back 15 years ago, Pushing Daisies. The show ended too soon. There's 2 seasons of it. Pushing Daisies slaps. Dave goes too far last season as well. Yeah, I mean, he definitely goes off. It's kind of like Atlanta where you're like, you don't know what you're going to get out of the episode, you know? Have you watched Breaking Bad? Yeah, it's my all-time favorite. Yeah, HBO is going to have higher quality shows for sure. Some people don't like Friends. I don't really like Friends, to be honest with you. I never really liked it. I could probably watch it and be entertained by it, but I just don't think it's not my style of comedy, you know? I don't really like that multicam sitcom kind of style of comedy that much. I guess find time to watch TV. I don't know. I don't commute to work every day. My commute is walking 10 steps to my office here. Don't have kids yet, so it's just me, the wife, and the dogs, and we just got some hangout time, you know? Wait, Breaking Bad's your all-time favorite? What about The Office? First of all, if there's any sort of Office revival, it's gonna blow. So not looking forward to that. Breaking Bad's at least for the genre, for dramas, Breaking Bad's all-time best. As far as like actual quality of show, Breaking Bad's probably still the best. In terms of like a rewatchable comedy, The Office and Arrested Development are my 2 favorites. But if you're talking about actual like freaking amazing TV shows, Breaking Bad is top. Office revival's already in production. Ew, it's not. It can't. I don't think it can be good. I don't like revivals really. You capture magic the first time around, and then people try to recreate it. It doesn't work. I just talked about The Penguin. I only watched about 10 minutes of it. Grizz, no, I don't pay attention to that guy. He doesn't need any more attention. Ozark is a great show. Agreed. I liked Ozark, yeah. Need to watch White Gold. I've heard of White Gold. I haven't watched it. Yes, Jack to the T's. Severance is my favorite show that's currently in production. Like, it's currently being made. I think Severance is the best show. Hands down. I love the cinematography, the set design, the concept, everything about that show, honestly. We just rewatched the season 1 to refresh for the January season 2 premiere. You can't wait to trade full-time. Any advice in transitioning from a full-time job? No, because I haven't really done that. I was self-employed going into this. So I don't really have good advice for you. There's probably other people here who could give you better advice. I think it's like putting in screen time anytime you're not at work is really good, really going to be helpful. Maybe do some swing trading. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Because, when you do move to full-time trading, I think there is going to be some pressure there that you might not enjoy. Tina says Prison Break is all time for me. I finally went back. Like, I never watched Prison Break when it aired. I was watching 24 instead. But I went back and I just watched the pilot of Prison Break for the first time like a couple months ago. The Wire is the best from the old ones. Honestly, I watched the first season of The Wire and started season 2. You really have to pay attention the whole time. And sometimes it can be, I know everyone always says it's the best show, but sometimes for me it's hard to get through. You watched Last of Us? I watched most of Last of Us. I never finished it. I got bored. Yeah. Silo, I like Silo a lot. Silo was good. Yeah, I don't know. I watched The Sopranos for the first time last year, and that was a terrific show. I mean, it lived up to what people were saying about it. All right, I gotta step aside. Hang on. Looks like I didn't miss anything. All right, let's go back to TV shows while we're consolidating. Did you ever watch Suits? I watched like 3 seasons. I got bored. Did you watch C? No, I never watched C. Lost was awesome when it came out, you know, back in the day, and I watched several seasons of it and kind of fell off. I watched, I think the first season of Industry, or the first 4 or 5 episodes. I don't remember. Oh, quite a few years ago. Whose girl makes them watch The Circle with them? That's hilarious. We definitely watched probably at least 2. It's maybe one of the dumbest shows. But we've seen like maybe the 2 of the seasons or something. It was, oof, it's hard to watch. Yeah, Silo's good. Like any competition reality shows? I used to watch Chopped back in the day. Competition reality shows, I don't think I really watch many of those. So as this 1 OP cycle is heading down, look to see if we do a little bid check, find some buyers somewhere. Ideally, we do get a bullish cross, and then I can maybe grab another long, or I could not wait for the 1 OP on a bullish trend day. You can just wait and see where we kind of find some support at. Opinion on Severance, I talked about it 10 minutes ago. It's the best, in my opinion, the best show currently in production. Bartender show. You had a couple friends who were on season 1, maybe in season 2. Interesting. Are you using the Topstep X? Nope. I'm using Motive Wave. He said Ozark is pretty badass. Not bad. You want to see the heat map? Here's the ES heat map. What I thought was funny about Ozark, someone mentioned this, it was like how quickly they act like you can drive from Chicago, or no, not from Chicago, from the Ozarks to Kansas City or something like that. Or maybe even Chicago too. They act like they could just do that in like 2 hours. What are you actively watching right now? If you were to say a show you come back to right now, for me, The Penguin's my number one. There's honestly, it's kind of been a lull, I feel like, in new shows this year. So I'm mostly just waiting for. I watch, obviously, Severance when it comes out, and then Silo, and I don't know what else. Like a lot of shows I really liked ended. The shows I mentioned, like Dave and the other two, and man, I'll watch Righteous Gemstones. You have to watch the Batman movie to get into the Penguin. I think they're standalone. You've seen Shrinking? I started the first episode. I didn't really like it. Shameless, again, it's one of the shows back in the day I watched. I think maybe the first season or two of Shameless, and I just didn't keep up with it. I think I watched maybe I watched one episode of Umbrella Academy. It wasn't really my thing. I try a lot of shows, and if I just don't like click with them right away, I don't stick with them. Sneaky Pete. I actually did watch. I think I watched the first season of Sneaky Pete. It was alright. The Boys. Yeah, I watched The Boys. It's outrageous. Handmaid's Tale I got really annoyed. I think it was like the end of season 2. I was like, all right, I'm done. When she had like the opportunity to escape and she went out, I was like, oh, dude, come on. So, Peaky Blinders, I have to get into it. I think I watched the first episode. And sometimes if they're a little slow and I get distracted by stuff, I don't really keep up with it. All right, nice little pullback here. It's good. The heat map, a lot of selling, hitting right around here. Being absorbed so far. Being absorbed. Price is holding up. I mean, it's not a bad hold spot. Yeah, Stranger Things, again, I didn't finish it. I watched like the first half of the last season or something. There's certain ones that I'm like, I don't even care anymore. Just stop. .601's 50% retrace. What about an ES? Oh, ES pretty much ticked its 50% retracement. I mean, that's like 2 ticks off or so. To me, that's pretty good. Road to funding. You have a different respect for me, the whole different game than what you're used to. Saying negative 200 messes my mind up. Why is that good? You like to see a 50% retracement hold for continuation. Your long NQ, nice. Yeah, I think there'll be another nice long setup, I'm hoping. Gotta be patient, I think, for it. For me to put my profit at risk on a Friday, I do want it to be a pretty solid setup and not just get in because I want to get in. The QQQ and SPY, they also tap VWAP on that drop there. So that was VWAP on the ETFs. Turbo, you're short NQ. Oh, good luck. Hope you make some money. Yeah, Parshav, take the range today with the Fibonacci tool. Just measure it. So low to high. The 50% mark is the only Fibonacci retracement I have. Holding any positions and are you, no, I'm not swinging anything right now. It's not really to me, it's not really the best time to swing, but we'll see. I mean, maybe we just drift higher for the rest of the year. I don't know, but. Head and shoulders on the 5 minute? Maybe. I don't use tick charts, Tashi. No, I use time charts. Where's Joe? Joe was in the Discord earlier. I'm sure he would have loved this morning pump. How much does Best Loser Wins book cost? You want me to Google it for you? I mean, I don't know, 20 bucks, whatever a normal paperback book costs. Dan, you could buy a diamond maker from Temu for 200K. Let's become 50-50 partners and go into the jewelry business. It's hilarious. Is that like how you make lab grown diamonds or something? I don't get it. I know and care so little about jewelry. It's outrageous. I think we're gonna knife lower here. I would like to see us come down to view up personally, but this does look good for a slice. Honestly, I'm a little tempted to trade it, but I don't really want to short today, to be honest. Does any of your trends tend to go up? You know, I just think, I think it's likely we just kind of drift higher. I don't know if that's just necessarily an end of year trend, but that's just what we've been doing. Ah, boy. We're gonna get the push lower now? Looks like we are. We are just getting like a lot of... Well, I guess maybe I zoomed in too far. These... Yeah, that's not that big of sell orders. Never mind. I take that back. I do think we were gonna get a little push. Push down. Short 6.2, are you looking for 6.25? Or you're short 6.25? Do you have a primary edge for your setup? I have some setups that I really like, but it is price action, and it is discretionary. Maybe a little head and shoulders, like I forget who mentioned it, but maybe a little head and shoulders. Again, this person should probably go to a chiropractor, but honestly, I don't really want to short, but up here, if I'm looking for a drop, shorting at least like the top of consolidation would be the best spot for me. Do you who's your mentor? Like I mentioned earlier in stream, there's like the two people I credit with learning from the most is Carmine Rosado and Pete Stolzers from One Option. Got your election bets on Kalshi, Andrew. Good luck. I think I might do another sports betting video. It's fun. How about Matt? No, I didn't. I would say I didn't really learn trading from Matt at all. We trade so differently. I don't. Just not even. To me, it's not even in the same. We're just not even doing the same thing. Every once in a while, we take a similar trade, but I mean, for the most part, it's just vastly different trading styles. These dogs are going crazy today. This is why I want to avoid shorts. Even if it looks, to me, what looks good for a potential drop, it's not really the side to be on. Lee, we're not really gonna talk about candidates here. Like literally, there's a million other places on the internet to talk about politics. I like this to be a reprieve from it, you know. Oh man, YouTubers, nice. I don't suggest trading. Hang on. Oh man, those dogs are nuts. But no, I don't suggest trading as a living. No, I don't. It's very challenging. Honestly, gonna hold off. I still think we still have another short move before the long, but I'm gonna hold off. I don't really play console games. I don't really game much. Every once in a while, like I got into hot wire last time. This was brought up because I said the word SOCCER. Every once in a while, I'll play a NHL or whatever they call the new FIFA game with a friend. But that's like tends to be like once a month. ICT Judas swing entry right here. Is this just the liquidity sweep and then the move lower? Is that what that is? All right, journaling your trades for your personal account. I've had some issues. For whatever reason, my personal account has not been importing the trades right to TradeZella, so I haven't been. FC, yeah. Are we rich yet? No, because Who But Rue hasn't been back to help me make $1 million. We sweat buy side on a 10 o'clock open. Yeah. All right. Well, how's everyone's morning going? Hey guys, it's better than yesterday. Hope you guys are mostly green. Let's do a poll for funsies. Start poll. How's your trading day going? Red, green, flat. Just for curiosity's sake here. I'd like to have compared that to a poll yesterday, because yesterday to me, that choppy range, I'm no good at it yet, and oof, it was a gross day. I was able to get a nice trade on my personal account yesterday, 2 nice trades, and go from red to green on my personal account, which was nice, but the combines took a beating. We're almost split across all 3 options. That's kind of interesting. Got some red, got some green, got some flat. So almost a third split across the board there. It's pretty interesting. I would like to see, just to reiterate, and maybe I don't get it. I would like to see one more push. I mean, maybe it's just a 600 or so, and then we continue on our merry way, going higher. That to me would be pretty good. If we just from here, if we push new highs, I'll have a hard time catching that, I think. What's up, wood chip? Wood chip, looking good, thanks. Yeah, not bad. 525 on both, plus a nice, I think it was 800 bucks on the personal. Pretty good stuff. Pretty happy with that. No IFG for you. What would the IFG trade be? Would it be down to like this candle or something? Is that what that would be? I'm not sure I fully understand an inverted fair value gap. Do you link your combines with your personal? No, you can't do that. Because they have different rhythmic logins. And I don't know any way to connect rhythmic logins really with my setup, so I don't. Plus, I don't want to trade them the same. I trade my personal account a little bit more conservatively than my combines. Looking for a drop here. How long have you had your combines? I don't know. Probably for like a month now. It's been taking me a little bit longer than I passed the first 150K in a week or so, like 7 days of trading, I think. And then the combine blew up really fast. Or, I mean, the XFA blew up really fast. And I've been sitting back here in combine world again for longer than I like. So I would expect us to break this little uptrend of sorts we've been going. I mean, I guess we're already breaking it now, but would expect us to drop as per the Crayola drawing there. These indicators, yeah, you can see from my charts. There's VWAP right there. I have the pivot lines, and I use the 1OP, blue and red oscillator. Are you profitable in personal real account? Yes. Yes, I am. Put up the month chart, drop a fib. All right, let's try that out while we wait for this to do something. Month fib from open a month chart and drop a fib to measure only 50% of the obvious top. I don't know exactly what you're saying. Are you saying go from down here to up here? Actually, I don't really understand. The red wick. Okay, red wick there. Are you just saying the red wick? And then we just tap it is what you're saying? Alright, I'm gonna go back to my main chart here. Dan, you technically doubled your personal. Well, since the big trade I took on it, I'm down a little bit from that, but I'm up overall on the personal account. I'm up about 3,300 on a $5,000 account. Oh, just the top wick. Okay, gotcha. So you're saying do this, and then you get
725 or something is what you're saying? Need small account challenge? No, it's not a small account challenger. I mean, I don't call it that. It's just my futures account, you know. I had to start somewhere. I don't have a ton of money to just deposit in there. I took some money from Topstep and a little bit of my own money and put $5,000 into a edge clear account, including the withdrawal. Grizz. Trading is not my main source of income, no. I'm not in a trade right now, no. You'll see. It'll be obvious when I'm in a trade. The P&L will be moving, the unrealized P&L. There'll be some lines on the chart, that order lines. All right, well, we're not dropping yet anyway. Is it possible to grow a small account in futures like options you did back then? Not to that, not really, not like that. You can't go from 1,500 to 62,000 in 1 month with futures. I mean, realistically, you can't. I mean, with options, it's crazy too. Like, that's crazy no matter what. But with futures, definitely. Futures, you just have literally just prices. What's pricing the contract? Whereas with options, you have the Greeks, you have volatility, you have theta, you know, you have gamma. You have these different elements that are affecting price. So it can really start to, you know, have exponential increases or decreases to price if something crazy happens. Have you tried futures options? No. Be obvious when he's in a trade. Just look for the tears start trickling down his cheeks. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Why do I sell so early? Because you're afraid of giving back profit. You're afraid of losing, essentially, or, you know, watching your profit disappear. That's it. Amit, hi, my day's going well. Hope your day is going well as well. Well. Caleb, have a good weekend. Yes, moving lower here. I gotta stop myself from doing that. Ryan, this weekend, you're gonna read this book. And then you're gonna come back Monday and take some of what you learned and apply it to trading. You have to trust yourself. I mention this all the time. The index card I had taped to my monitor for months was I trust my setups, because I would do something similar. I've gotten much better at staying in trades. And sometimes you're gonna get back profit and get stopped out for break even. But when you're really right and it runs up and hits your target, it really builds confidence in yourself. And it's a really gratifying feeling to watch your target hit and be like, yeah, I was right on that trade. And then as you see that hit more and more often, as you see your analysis play out, you can start to trust that analysis, right? So part of it's time and, you know, just not you have to accept the loss. The book is Best Loser Wins. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag sponsor me, Tom. You planning to start trading options next year with 1K? Any tips? Don't do it. It's hard because if you're in the US, you have pattern day trading rule, right? So you can only take 3 round trip trades per 5-day cycle. How long to pass Topstep Combine? Depends on where you're at with your trading. I mean, I documented the process. The first time it took me like 11 months. It took me forever. I took it very seriously, and I was trying to really trade well. And I became a lot better trader during it. So to me, it was good. You can get a cash account to bypass the TPDT rule. Yeah, but then you're still limited with your settled cash. So it's like, it doesn't really feel that different, personally. I don't know. Do you still get emotional after a huge loss? I try not to have huge losses. But yeah, I'd still get pissed. If I have an oversized red day, I'd probably get pretty pissed about it, to be honest with you. What's up, Twisty? Might short down the VWAP. Yeah, we've just been holding so well here. I just much rather wait and take the long. Woodchip says, Daniel, take 2 micros long. What are you, that guy from yesterday? Dave? Dave told me, he's like, just go in with a micro, man. Just go long. It'll be a learning experience. I'm like, what are you talking about? Then we sold off like a little biatch. And I was like, Dave, where are you at, man? Where's your awesome buy this day? What happened to that? Complete goofball. I only trade what makes sense to me. Not what makes sense to chat. I don't know how you guys trade. I don't know who you are. Damn it, Dave. Yeah. I really am either I'm waiting for us to dip again or for the 1OP to cross. Ryan, I typed it in. Scroll up in chat and look for the yellow name, and that's the book I'm talking about. You can always rewind the stream. I showed it twice and mentioned the name. Just rewind. You can rewind it, and then you can get caught up. You're not gonna miss much. Yeah, you can get the Kindle book or whatever. You read the ebook. You can order the physical, but the physical copy, it might take a little bit to get there. Just long, bro. It's a learning experience. Yeah, I'm like, what? What am I going to learn from longing 1 micro because this guy in chat said so? I'm not going to learn anything from that. Even if you're right, what am I learning? Nothing. It's very silly. Unfortunately, you got to just trade what makes sense to you. And sometimes I'm just going to sit on the sidelines. The first trade is really early, and I've just been waiting since. Why do you not use TPO? Because I don't like it. I don't use volume profile really, and I know a lot of futures traders do. I just don't use it. You know, there's like a million things you could say. Why don't you use this? Why don't you use that? You just gotta eventually narrow stuff down to what helps you. You know. While we wait, let's read something from Best Loser Wins. I flip to a random page. Okay. Got something in my eye. Okay. Mankind has an ambivalent attitude to change. We want change because otherwise our lives become mundane and boring. But if the change is thrust upon us rather than driven by motivation and enthusiasm, we tend to resent it. First time I became aware of this important mindset in trading was upon reading a book about the trading life of an anonymous trader called Phantom of the Pit. It is a free book. You can find it with my own notes at www.tradertom.com in the resource section. So in the book, the mystery trader argues that behavior modification is the single most important concept in trading. The ability to change one's mind without causing a mental disequilibrium, that's a big word, is the single most important ability for a trader. All right, that was just a random page to open up to. All right, so ES revisiting this wick here. NQ holding up a little bit better. do some ASMR. Don't really have anything good to make ASMR noises with. I'd probably trigger half the audience who hate ASMR. We're gonna push new highs? Well, at least for the day, yeah, definitely we will at some point. Some point today, I think we're gonna push new highs. Looks like a bull flag on the 5 minute. Oh, it looks like a bear flag to me, if anything, but it's not. It's just some consolidation here. But to me, this looks rather bearish on the 5. How many beats you've been working on? I do have one track here. Let's see. It's just like I'm not sure if I'm like set on it or not. Oops. I'm gonna open up in iTunes. That's the worst thing to do. Just realized you guys probably can't hear that. What do I have to open it with for you guys to hear it? Probably do VLC. There it goes. Anyway, that's the one that's like the most complete one of the new batch. Casey Neistat Music Vibes. Exactly. You got to make stuff that people want to put in videos. I feel like that would work well. Well, you can look at this divergence between ES and NQ. It's pretty obvious. ES at the 50% retracement of the day's range. How many Express accounts do you have? 0. 0 at the moment. They went bye-bye. Let's see if we get a bounce here on ES. Starting to get a 1OP bullish cross, and I mean it's not there yet, but it's almost there. Need the blue line to flatten out a little bit more instead of descending. And you want to see it curve up. But yeah. Might be a good bounce spot here on ES. We'll see. Did you blow accounts after trying to recover losses? If yes, what did you do? What did you do to not do? Huh. I've definitely with the combines, I've definitely gotten over aggressive, and then you really just have to rein it in. You just have to be a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more patient. Trade a reasonable size, not oversized to make back losses. You just have to like kind of eliminate these like instincts that you want to, things you want to do that are bad habits because you think about, oh, what I could just make everything back with this trading 5 lots. You have to eliminate some of that. Do I know how to dance? I have terrible rhythm, honestly. I'm terrible at dancing. So there's VWAP. Nice drop there. Nice drop. VWAP on ES. This is what, I mean, we've been waiting for one more dip here. 3 minutes flip bearish. I will look to short pops. All right, John. I mean, to me, the 15-minute still relatively bullish. Still holding up decently well here, but yeah, if that changes, I don't mind shorting if I see good reason for it, like a nice strong or really weak close through VWAP on ES, etc. I would consider it. But for now, I mean, think about this. We've been consolidating up at the highs. And this is what I use the 1OP for, is like, this is all through a bearish cycle. So we've held up really nicely during a bearish cycle. And now that we're crossing into a bullish cycle, I am going to look for longs with the expectation that now, after this pullback, we will find some support and move higher. Of course, that could be wrong. Of course, we could, I don't know, we could revisit lows today, or at least VWAP. Who knows? So I'll let price action tell me what's up, and I'll try to stay on the right side. Who does the voices in the backgrounds of your songs? It's just they're samples, so just a variety of people. Let's see if this turns into a trend line or not. Looking pretty weak at the moment. Look where we tapped on this wick. 50% of the 15-minute bar. It's a decent scalp long, like Woodchip said. Good buy scalp. I'd agree with that. It's similar to the other day where there's a side that I'm looking for the breakout or breakdown to happen on, right? So in consolidation or range, I'd want to be on, like, sell the top of the range or buy the bottom, depending on whether I want to see a breakdown or a breakout. Here's what's interesting with the 1OP. We just crossed back down again instead of heading back up. So I'll proceed with caution here. Might be more lows ahead on NAS. Let's see what ES does at VWAP. Yeah, I think buying that trend line would be a very, like a pretty comfortable scalp, because probability is pretty good that we will at least revisit the top of the trend line. And your stop outs, your risk reward is pretty good on that. So ES looking like it could potentially knife lower here. As long as we stay under, I'd say we stay under here. I would like to see a nice flush on ES. Makita, I don't know. I might take at least a small withdrawal maybe from the account if you have 1,500 in profit. I might take a small withdrawal. I don't know. I was kind of struggling the same thing. You know, I on my first funded account, I should have taken a withdrawal. Back when they were doing like they're giving you like your fee back too. They don't do that anymore, but I should have just done that then. But it might be good just to pay yourself a little bit. Any suggestions how to improve psychology when trading? We'll become better at losing, like the title of the book I recommend suggests, because once you get better at losing, you're going to do fewer tilty kind of trades, and it's going to keep you out of making progressively worse and worse decisions. No, I think they got rid of that bonus of the giving back the first fee. Yeah, it could be, trading has been low volume, Bernard, so it might continue. If you withdraw, you lose all the drawdown on Topstep. You lose all of it, but just be careful to leave plenty of room. So even if you take like $300 out, it might be worth it. All right, ES, so far, staying under this. Notice you have adjacent 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute charts on the same stock on your screen. How does that help you? Oh, it's very helpful to reference other time frames so you don't get too, I say myopic with like a 1 minute chart. You're looking at very small time frame, and so you can lose sight of the bigger picture. And so the 15 minute helps me keep the bigger picture in mind and say, we're actually still really bullish despite what this smaller time frame says. Same with the 5 minute. 5 minutes an intermediary between the two. It's very helpful to reference other time frames. Thoughts on Thinkorswim? I have it open right now. I used to really like it, and it's been really slow. It's really slow for me to use, so I'm glad I don't really take many trades on it. All right, ES maybe knife and lower here, like I mentioned. Staying under this line. I would not be surprised to see us knife lower here on this. I'm a little tempted to short it. There's my Dom. Let's go for like 4 points or something maybe. I might sell this short on ES. I just don't like that NAS is right at this lower trend line here, this upward sloping trend line, because it's still a decent bounce spot. This could be a good bounce if we get a little momentum, but I mean, this is tough read here. I still think the move is up overall, but I'm a little torn on this one. As long as Tesla's strong, you would not short. Where's Tesla at? Yeah, Tesla is strong. You've heard about Patrick Nill? I don't think so. Is Patrick Nill that guy that Joe mentioned last week? I'm tempted to buy this trend line, but ES does look like it wants to flush, so I'm a little nervous to do that. This 5 minute too, to me, looks pretty bearish. Having a hard time wanting to long down here. Better long would be 600s or VWAP. All right, there's a flush. Ooh, a little buy up there. Nice. Ooh, that's nasty. Oh, that makes me want to buy it. I like that. Yeah. See what happens here. This one might actually sustain lower now. But if it doesn't, I'm friggin' might just long this here. This is pretty interesting. Oh, view up on different time frame, like anchoring it to the weekly, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't really say VIX is. I mean, VIX isn't, in my opinion, it's not really pumping that hard. It's a little higher than where we opened the session, but it's nothing like so dramatic. You know, it's less than. Yeah, it's nothing so dramatic. Should have just taken that short on ES, huh? That was really nice. Lower we go. What do you do when you start not following your strategy and taking trades you know you shouldn't be taking? Well, I continue doing it until I get a better hold of myself. I mean, you just have to like realize that that's not. In order to achieve your goals in trading, that's not what you can't do that. So you just have to get rid of those bad habits. Are you ready to make $1 million? I am, Woodchip. Let's do it. Take me to the promised land. Glad I talked myself out of trying to long that. That's why, I mean, that's where like discretion comes in. Like you can't just say, oh, just long trend lines or whatever, you know, like. That's why I also have ES in front of me as well. It's because they can inform each other. Woodchip can't be rude. He's not using all caps and yelling at me. Buy 579, 1 micro, stop up. How am I going to make $1 million on a micro? I am going to have a good long setup here. I'm going to have it. I demand it. $579. Oh, VWAP? I'm down with that. I'm down with the long on VWAP, yeah, for sure. I don't know, you think we're gonna get down there? I'll front run VWAP. Short now, because it's gonna hit VWAP or close. Do I want to short the lows on a bullish trend day? No. I'd much rather stay long. I've mentioned that many times. Stop at 541 is what you're, that's way too far for me. I don't like that enough. I either want us to bounce a VWAP or get out, you know? It's either going to bounce a VWAP or I'm wrong is how I would trade that. 541, I'd rather just wait and instead of putting a limit order, I'd rather wait and see if we actually get down there, you know?
1 micro, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. It just becomes a distraction at that point. I just want to trade the size I want to trade, take the trade I want to trade. I don't want any ancillary little trades going on in the background. It just kind of distracts me. Let's look at ES on a 15, shall we? A little V top. Watching here, I'm a little interested to see what we do here at this trend line. I would like us to reclaim it, and I'll look for a long trade. You're long now, wood chip. Where's your stop? Is it still 541? Because it's a big stop. I've been this patient. I think I'm gonna get a setup I want, so I'm not gonna rush things now. Rejected the trend line. Thanks, Charles. Appreciate it. Oh, excuse me. Getting tired. It's been all this patience is exhausting. Yeah, Rolex, I'm married. Sorry, I'm off the market. Check the ring. Been married for six years. All right, here's this trend line yet again. I might be long in here soon. And then I gotta take a pee break. I did not message you. Just look, you should be able to look at the profile, and if it's not green in the Discord, like a green name, admin, then it's not me. You know, if it sounds, just think about it. Like if it's just a random thing, unrelated to anything we've ever talked about, it's not gonna be me. Okay, I do think we're long shaping up here. I'm gonna go ahead and get in now. ES is looking good here. And I think I'm gonna take a pee break. Be right back.
All right. P-break trade for the win. I knew my patience would pay off here. Careful with your shorts, guys. Do not short this. I mean, do what you want. Let's just watch VWAP here on ES. Discord invite's broken. I don't know why it always breaks like that. I set it to not expire. I don't know. Back to my entry here. Really like the initial reaction here, but then love the rejection a little less. I don't want to sit in consolidation. I was just patient, waiting for all that nonsense to play out so then I can get in for the nice pump. See what happens. All right, Valletta, let me get a link going. Here, see if this works. I don't know why that link wouldn't work either. That's weird. Just made it. Well, just sitting in this looked really good, and then well, the rejection. I was saying don't short it. Well, you didn't listen to me. That rejection of VWAP on ES was pretty good. Bummer. I like that trade a lot. Wish it would have played out. So let's see if we revisit VWAP now. I'm glad I answered where I did though. Before the break, limited the damage a little bit. But... Alrighty, market's gonna market, I guess. Nice, just downtrend here. Wicked almost to 600 there. Yeah, I don't know, Valletta, sorry. Might have to try again and
next week. Guys, don't worry about it. Talk to my dogs. Do you short right away after a long trade, or you just wait and then long again? Depends on where we're at. There are some setups where I'm like, this is a pretty interesting inflection point. We're either we're gonna get a move here, you know, one way or the other. And so if I'm wrong, then I will flip pretty quickly. But other times I will just wait and see if my original bias will play out. Just maybe we dip a little bit lower first. My dogs, they're all around, man. They're moving from room to room looking for potential threats outside. Yes, maybe putting in a higher low here. Interesting. Maybe. Too soon to tell. Do you ride a motorcycle? No. I'd probably die. I mean, it sounds fun, like I would like to, but I'm pretty sure my lifespan would be shortened. So, no motorcycle for me. Oh, man. Favorite song to play on guitar? I don't think I have one. Man, I've been trying to stay so disciplined here. Trying to only long. Waiting hours. Waiting like 2 hours for my next trade. Did not go my way. Having a hard time wanting to short this. Yes, let's see if he has like double bottoms here or just sinks lower. Man, shorting the VWAP on, yeah, when I was longing, that was a nice trade. This might be just a dirty little sweep. Is this just a dirty little sweep? Double bottom on ES? Is that what's happening? Are we still thinking bullish?
we did a lot of consolidation at the highs. I mean, 30 minutes still bullish. It's still a bullish chart. 15 minutes still bullish. You know, that's why. It's just one man's opinion. Believe the trend has shifted? Maybe, yeah, maybe. Believe me, sure to hit 550, says Dave. I don't trust Dave's. Sorry. Uh-oh, guys, it's a fair value gap. Uh-oh. Look how it's respecting the gap of value that was once fair. It's a nice little double bottom on ES, honestly. So I'm still thinking it's possible we do move higher off of this, but let's just see. Dump incoming, maybe. Maybe. Let's see. I'm having a hard time with it. I'm having a hard time wanting to short. I might try it here. All right, I'll try short. Try not to marry my bias here. Find it challenging, but we'll see. I kill that trade. Always get back in. I still want to long this, I gotta be honest with you. Still want to long it. Yes, kind of triple bottoming here for the time being.
Thanks, Midnight. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. I think I'm gonna long this. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do it. All right, I'm long. From long to short, to long, just that fast, eh? Yep. That's the way it goes. Looking for us to, I was looking for ES to crack lows here. It didn't do that. And neither did NAS. So just wanted to get out of that short and go back to my original bias, which is long, and maybe that's wrong, but that's what it feels better to me. I don't know. Lunch is gonna rip faces? Which way? Which way is it gonna rip? Let's go, baby. I don't trade off feeling a lot, bro. I don't. When I say it feels like, it's literally just like me looking at price action and reading price action to the best of my ability to determine what seems most like which one has the highest probability based off everything I look at, you know. So when I say feel, it really is just me interpreting price action. Trade line should be on bodies. You know, I do it both ways. Just whatever ends up being the most helpful. A lot of liquidity here in ES. Pop out of here. Come on, ES. Get moving. There's a trade that, like, earlier, you know, when I was in the other long over here, I was like, oh, I'm going to add to this position. I mean, I was waiting, but, I mean, there is room to revisit highs, potentially. I don't know if that's in the cards, but... Really don't want ES to reject this trend line again. I don't really want to sit in more consolidation. Just pop it, baby, pop it. It's a good pattern to learn, entering the opposite of where fib traders enter. I don't really even know all the fib trades you're talking about. I know a lot of them look for the 50 to 62 whatever retracement or whatever. I don't really know what else they look for. All right, decent. Gonna cover a break even at least, but I like that ES is breaking above that trend line here. I want NASDAQ to break this downward sloping trend line we've been cooking up since the highs. So that's what I'm looking for anyway. This might end up being a break even stop. Pretty much ticked my stop here. I'm surprised it didn't actually stop me. I think it was literally a tick away. This might get me here. I'm trying to decide if I want to give it more room or not, but not really. I want ES to hold the trend line now. Still in this, barely, hanging on by a thread here. ES is not cooperating here. I think I'm gonna get stopped on this. Give it room. Yeah. I'm not opposed to the idea. I mean, I really want this. I really want the long to work out. It doesn't matter how much I want something to happen. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it at break even. It has the potential to knife me still, so I'd rather just stop out at break even. Then if we actually get back up to the, I would probably add up here, honestly. I'd probably do it. I'd probably add to it. I could see us consolidating here for a little bit, working a little bit lower, stopping me out, and then getting a pop higher, which is the argument for moving my stop a little bit lower. All right. All right. Close to killing this. I'll take it off there. All right, guys. A little bit of a dud here at the end of the day, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. Hope you have a great rest of the day and a good weekend. Be back Monday for another live stream. So yeah, take care, and we'll see you then. Bye.